guys, welcome back to my channel. Well, if I don't get this video posted today, my kids are going to kill me. They want me to do Vlogmas so bad. I didn't do it last year. They want me to try to catch Clyde again like I used to. I again didn't do that last year. Which is kind of the reason for this video. Kind of an update on what I have been going through, what my family has been going through. If you can see in this room, I have turned this room into a schoolroom. That is another video that is going to take place, but I have taken Dominic out of public school and I now homeschool him. So I'll get into that in another video. This video I'm going to try to get through. I have my planner here with notes so I don't forget. I've tried to make this video quite a few times. I either get emotional or I forget what I'm saying. So I'm going to try and make neither of those things happen in this video. Gosh, I know I haven't been on. It's been like 2 years since I have like really vlogged or put any kind of videos up. I have put little videos up throughout the last couple of years, but I mean my last video was July, August, September, October, November, 5 months ago, because in June I got my hair cut. If y'all remember, my hair was like past my butt and it is now this short. Yes, it's in a ponytail. Yes, I'm in my Grinch outfit, but that's how I feel, so that's what you get. So depression is a real thing and it can affect anybody at any time for any reason. I think that's what I've been dealing with, and I think it goes right along with hormones, where I am making none, 0. Why am I making none? Let's go back to April of 2017 when I was 44 years old. And at 44 years old, thinking when I was a teenager sounded really old. But now that I'm there, it's really not that old. Y'all might be thinking like, oh my God, she's in her 40s. It's really not that old when you get there, except my body thinks it's a lot older than what it is. So April 2017 was my very last period ever. At 44, I started menopause. I did not know at the time that it was menopause. So in May of 2017, when I missed my period and my whole time of having a period, I have been a 28-day girl at 9 o'clock in the morning. I knew when it was coming every single month, every 28 days, 9 o'clock in the morning. So on that 28th day in May, and I didn't get my period, just like any other person, any other girl, I freaked out, ran to the dollar store, got a pregnancy test. No. Okay. So what are you going to do? I missed my period. Not pregnant. I had my tubes tied when I had my last baby. I had a C-section, tubes tied. I shouldn't have been worried about that, but so in June was my 45th birthday, and again, no period. So I went the next year without a period, and in May of 2018, I woke up on the 7th in extreme pain. Now I've gone 1 year without a period. I've kind of started researching menopause at this point, and they're saying you have to go 1 year without a period before a doctor will do a blood test to see if you're in menopause. So May of 2018, I woke up on the 7th in extreme pain down there. So at the time I was kind of like in denial of what it was. I have had one before. Yes, I'm going to say what it was. I've had one before, only when I was pregnant. I had one when I was pregnant with my son Wyatt. I had one when I was, or not Wyatt, Amante, my first, in 1994 I had one. I had one in 1997. So now, May of 2018, I get a Bartholin abscess. It's kind of hard to explain what this is without being TMI. So, so in your vagina, you have two openings, and it is what secretes like wet. That's how you get, I don't even know how to explain this. Why don't you guys look it up? Bartholin, Barthoholin, because your Bartholin glands are in your vagina, and it is what makes you wet when you have sex. So, and mine, I don't really know what happens. I don't know how they start, how you get them. I have no idea. But it is a symptom of menopause. It is also a symptom of hormone problems. If you have a hormone problem. So they're very, 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 very painful. They're very big. I had 18 cc's drained out of mine in May of 18. Well, I don't know why I keep saying this is 18. In May. So I waited 10 days. 10 days. I was in the most pain that I had ever been in, ever. And I had 4 babies. This was worse. Especially when I went to the emergency room to get it taken care of, and they had a 4-hour wait. And there was no way that I was sitting on chairs for 4 hours waiting. So across the street from the hospital is an urgent care, so I went there. And I mean, they literally watched me walk in. Like, yeah, I couldn't have my legs touching each other. This thing was about this long in my private area. It was about this thick, and it was completely full of infection. So I was walking funny. I was kind of sitting. I had to kind of sit like this. Even that hurt, but I couldn't sit directly on it. So she drained it with a needle. She kept sticking things, sucking it out and squirting it into like a bedpan thing. And I mean, when she tipped it to show me, I mean, there was like this much fluid in that thing that came out of that. So I call my OB, and they couldn't get me in till July. So June, my 46th birthday, I start bleeding. And I felt like it was a period. I felt like I had cramps in my left side. it looked like period blood. So I'm like, what the heck? So I call my OBGYN, and I have an appointment with her in July. But at this point, I'm like, I'm bleeding. I don't understand. I just went a year without a period, and now I'm bleeding. And then I had this Bartholin cyst, abscess taken off, and, you know, she's like, well, we'll, you know, pretty much they didn't have no openings, nothing. We will see at your appointment. So I had my appointment. They did some blood work. And then I'm pretty sure I had my appointment. It was like on a Monday, and then I had my like results on Friday. So my results, she confirmed.
Hey Tina, how are you? I'm good. Good. So what's happened since I last saw you? Any further bleeding or? No. Oh, good. Okay.
No. Allergies? I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't get my breath. And I'll tell you, like, the hot flashes, I can't take those anymore.
You can't?
No, they're...
Well, you're definitely in menopause. You're like, all the rest of your labs look normal, but you're definitely showing that you're in menopause. So that's what's going on.
Yay.
Started a little early, but that's
It
okay.
is a little early,
Yeah.
though, right? Because my mom was, like, 52. I mean...
Okay, so that was my doctor confirming that I am in menopause. And as you heard there, she said it was early. Most people don't start menopause, most women don't start menopause until their 50s. 44. Bull crap. Bull crap. Janet Jackson just had a baby at 52. How the heck am I going through menopause at 44? Not fair. Not fair at all. The hot flashes are unbelievable. There's proof here, because if you go back and look at any of my videos 2 years ago and further, you will see me in the summertime in long shirts, long pants. I was always cold. It's always how I've been. I have always been cold. I am now always hot. The hot flashes that come over you are like you're standing in hell. I am not even kidding. Not that I've ever been there, but that's what I am associating with. It is ridiculous. I mean, it will wake you up out of a dead sleep. The heat that just comes over you, the sweating, my shirts being wet. I've never, ever, ever dealt with anything like this before. Here comes the emotions. The anger. The anger that I have inside me is undescribable. I am angry about everything, and I just think it all stems from what I'm going through, and I just can't get it out of my head that I'm not old enough to be going through this. It's not fair. And I know my mom's probably watching going, life's not fair, Tina. I've been telling you that your whole life. It really isn't. It's not. The memory loss, that's why I got to keep looking at this book, because I can't remember anything. And I just think that it all stems from my hormones just plummeting. I think I had a problem with my testosterone and my progesterone anyways, But now I'm absolutely making no hormones, and I don't think my body was ready for that. I definitely know my mind was not ready for that. Okay, so in that video, a little further down, I'm not going to play it, but she says, you know, once you're in menopause, once your body is in menopause, you should not be bleeding. You should not bleed at all. So come to June, I had a period. July, I had a period. So August, August 28th, I woke up again with a Bartholin abscess. Only this time, I called my doctor. I said, I have another one. And they got me in right away. I believe that was a Thursday that I called, and they had me in first thing Friday morning. So Friday morning, or was it a Monday? I think it was a Friday. So then, my doctor at this point was on vacation, so I had to see a different doctor. Now, I have been going to her since 2006, so I've been seeing the same doctor for 12 years. And when I was on the phone with her, they were like, Dr. Jones is not, on vacation. You can see Dr. what's her name? I don't even know her name, so I'm not going to say what's her name, but I don't remember her name. So I did go to the doctor's appointment. I did come up, and she started talking about slicing it open and draining it, and I was already traumatized in May having this removed. I was not doing that. No. And then I wasn't going to let her do it either. So, on this recording, they did an ultrasound, and they saw that I had a bunch of tissue and stuff, and some, I had like one egg that was just like stuck, embedded into my uterus. So they told me that I either needed to get a biopsy done in the office, or they would schedule me for a hysteroctopy and D&C. So they called my doctor and said, okay, she's here. She has this Bartholin cyst. She's terrified, already traumatized of having it taken off. She needs to have a D&C. She needs to have a hysteroctopy. Can we just make one appointment for her to have surgery, all 3 procedures done at once? Yes. But now remember, this is August 28th. They can't, my surgery, they had to make it for September 10th. So I had to wait from August, well, that was 29th. But I had already had it for 1 day. So 12 days I had to wait. Worse than the last time in May. It was the worst 12 days of my entire life. I'm telling you right now, it was the worst 12 days for my family's life. Because I was not a happy person for those 12 days. So September 10th comes. So they actually decided to not, they did drain my Bartholin cyst, But instead of just draining it and leaving it for maybe it to come back again, she performed what's called a marsupialization, where you got your gland and it's in your vagina, and she cut the sides of it, and then I'm assuming the way that I've kind of researched it is they kind of fold the skin back, they cut it and then they fold the skin back and stitch it all the way around so that it will never become blocked again. At least on that side, which this all happened on my left side. So I could eventually maybe get one in my right side, but I will say that even from 1994 and 1997, they were all on my left side. So I don't know if maybe I'll just get lucky and not have one on my right side. I really, really pray and hope to God that I never get one of those ever, ever again. I mean, so within 3 months, after a year of menopause and all those stupid symptoms, heat flash, hot flashes, memory loss, loss of hormones, it has really, really, really done a number on my mental health. I don't know how to get past it. I don't know how to get it through my thick skull that I'm not young anymore. I am old, but I don't feel old. I don't feel like I look old, but I'm in menopause. I mean, back in the day, anybody going through menopause I thought were old. I thought you had to be old to go through that, with gray hair and a grandma, and I'm none of those. So I've suffered 2 Bartholin cysts. I had to have a D&C. I had to have a hysteroctopy. I had to have marsupialization. That was all in 3 months, on top of the year of no bleeding, on top of the first 2 months thinking, what the heck, am I pregnant? Why am I not having my period? Like, what's going on? It has been rough. On top of all that, dealing with the public school, doing homeschooling, that in itself is just a whole nother video, because I could probably talk for an hour on that. But he's doing great. I can't wait to update you on Dominic and his new homeschooling and my new role as a teacher. So there's my update, hysteroctopy, menopause story. If you have any advice for me, that's pretty much the reason why I'm putting this video out, because I need help. I need somebody to talk to. Anybody that's dealt with the same thing. They called it early onset menopause. Please leave me a comment. I would love to chat with you, because I don't know how to get past this. I really don't. I tried to make this video so many times and I just sound stupid to myself. I probably sound stupid on here, but I am going to put this out because I don't feel like I could have just participated in Vlogmas without giving some kind of update as to where the heck I've been. I've had so many comments and people that were concerned with where I've been, and I appreciate it so much, so much. I know I have hundreds, I'm not even kidding you, hundreds of comments and messages of people from all over my videos of questions on videos. So I hope I can get to a lot of those and answer some of those questions, and I don't know, maybe even do a Q&A. maybe I'll do that. I'm not going to put my Instagram out there yet, or my Twitter, and say go put any questions out there. I'll check them. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that yet, so don't do that. But I will. But I'm trying to get ready for Vlogmas and Clyde and Bonnie coming back. Ugh. And then on top of it, I think I'm going to do an elf for school. So stay tuned for that. And hopefully I can get back onto a normal recording schedule, because I totally miss you guys. I miss vlogging. I don't know, I just miss the camera. Except when it pertains to me. I don't like talking about myself. And I know it's if you knew me back in the day, I used to be a huge attention hog. That is not me anymore. I don't like to be the center of attention. I don't like all eyes on me. So please be nice in the comments, and happy Vlogmas, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye.